everyone? It's Tito here with today's message, today's video. And today I want to talk to y'all about being a follower of Christ and the cost, And, it may cost us a lot, the sacrifices. In my case, it's cost me sometimes events of school, uh, parties, um, friendships, you could say, and many other things, to be honest. And I want to share that with y'all that it's going to be a sacrifice to walk alongside Jesus Christ. It is. When we look at when he was walking, he said, "Follow me," to some people, and they said, "First, let me do this, let me do that, let me say goodbye to my family." And he says, if you look back, you're not worthy of being my servant or my follower. And it's true. We have to put our hands on the wheel and look forward and not look back. And it's the truth. And what we want to talk about today is that we shouldn't look back for anything. Um, Maybe to reflect on our mistakes or to see how much we've grown, but looking back for other things to dwell on too long, it's not good, it's not healthy. And just move forward. That's number one. Move forward and recognize that's going to be sacrifice to follow Christ and just keep moving forward. And the next thing I want to get into is that the second thing is that um you're gonna feel tired, you're gonna feel fatigued, and that's normal for us humans. But we have to be filled up with the Holy Spirit of God so that we can feel him in every situation when we feel fatigue, when we feel hurt, when we feel weak, and so that we can continue to move forward and do what Jesus Christ told us to do, is to spread the good news, the gospel of him to all creation, all nations. And a verse to go with this is Matthew 28, verse 20 is what I chose today. Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I have given you, and be sure of this: I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Jesus is talking here to his disciples, and he's saying, teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I've given you. All the commands Jesus has given his disciples. He wants them to teach them to obey them. And the next part says, and be sure of this: I am with you always, even to the end of the age. To the end of the age is the end of the world. The end of the world. And he says, be sure, be have this fact with you that I am always with you to the end of the world. And it's true. When I feel tired, when I feel spiritual depression, I guess it's a new word I made up. Uh, I forget that he's with me, and I feel like I'm not worthy because of sins I've commit or because of my past. But I have to look at him forward, and recognize that I am worthy. He chosen me to do this. He is with me always to the end of the age, to the end of the earth, and that my sacrifices are not in vain, but they are worthy and they are for him and only for him. And what I want to tell you today is that um we are called to teach these new disciples to obey all the commands. That can be your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, your family, um, the youth in your church, if you go to church. If not, you should go. And to teach all creations to obey the commands of Jesus Christ, as he's telling his disciples to do. So he's telling us to do, because we are all disciples of Jesus, right? I am. Hope you are too. And also tell them to be sure of this, that Jesus is always going to be with you. So when you go out there and tell them that Jesus is with you always and forever until the end of the world. So so that's number two. You're gonna feel fatigue. And number three is what I just said. That always remember that He's gonna be with you. Jesus is with you. You may feel fatigue, tiredness, sore, weak, but He's with you, and He's gonna give you that strength that we always need. And and yeah, that's really what I wanted to share with y'all today. Um, the verse that goes along with this, if you want to read it or read around it in this chapter, is Matthew 28, chapter 20, or Matthew chapter 28, verse 20. And you can read that section. It's pretty good. Let me see what the title is. The Resurrection. So it's after Jesus resurrected, and he goes and tells them to do this. And yep. So that is the commandment that he's given us, to spread the good news and to teach his new disciples that they have to follow the commandments. And yeah. There'll probably be 2 more videos for this week. And I hope y'all like the new content. They're different. And I'll continue to try to build a schedule for the type of content I'm gonna put out and this and that. I'm thinking about doing a podcast at least 2 times a month, where I have someone come in, or I record wherever they're at, or I don't know. But yeah, we'll just talk, answer some questions, some thoughts, some experiences with Christ. And yeah, this is a channel where we promote and we live Jesus Christ, and we want to be better and better. And I'm starting to recommit, and I hope you tag along, like, follow, subscribe, share with a friend, leave a comment, leave a question you have, anything like that in that nature. And yeah, hope to see y'all in the next one. And you may get tired, you may get fatigued, but he's always with you, and your sacrifice is not in vain. Jesus calls us to live in sacrifice and follow him daily. So just keep that in mind, and surround yourself with people that love you, followers of Christ as well, so that we can march forward and see him in the kingdom of heaven one day, face to face. That's it, guys. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love. I'm out.